What was the question again? I want to get it right.
Mystery, how effective is your method in the day one-on-one?
Okay, I believe that the day game sets or single approach sets usually are in day game. They're bonus rounds. They're what I call negative. They're what I call zero level game is opening singles. We should start at opening 3 sets. That's where you can get a learning curve. So if you're opening single sets, you're not really getting, one every hour in the daytime, going to a mall or trying to find a girl. If if she happens to be in line in a cafe, then by all means, over the shoulder, open the set. It's a bonus round. But if you want to get really good at your gambits, then the more sets you do in the same amount of time, I believe, the better. Especially when you're focused on getting your gambits together, getting your material together, getting talkative. You do a dozen sets in a night for one night, and the next night your sets are going to go remarkably better because you've had that experience. That's how I see it. So I'd rather bring the guys into public gatherings and give them a flood of experience rather than us walk around low-valued males trying to pick up girls by themselves in the daytime.
What is that? What does it mean? How do you assign? Let me ask you this. Value as measured.
Oh, no, I've seen the guys.
Value measured by
on the
what
street.
units? Value measured in what units of measurement as determined by whom? I think all human beings have value. What does that mean, low value? I don't know what that means. It's so ambiguous and so
it's not to me. Value is survival and replication value. Serve. Do they serve you? If there's indicators, if they say, for instance, the vagrant's opener, excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but I was wondering if I could ask you a question. Excuse me, the vagrant's opener. I'd rather say, hey guys, quick question, rather than excuse me, because they've heard it before. They've heard it from negative people.
To me, value is stimulating a woman's emotions and taking her through the emotions she wants to feel. Fascination, attraction, desire, fantasy, escape, indulgence. I teach my students to center their conversation around these things. That's value. The valuable man is whoever can create those emotional states as quickly as possible. That's my definition of value. It can be measured. Look, there's no way to actually show that when you demonstrate that you have survival value to a woman or replication value, whatever it is you say, you can't observe what genes are being turned on. Hold on. You cannot observe that there's certain genes being turned off and genes being turned on. It's impossible to observe. I can observe that a woman's experiencing those emotions. I can observe that she's feeling desire. I can boom. I can see her face get red. I can see her lower lip get bigger. Yeah, I can see it happening in real time. To me, the highest value man to that woman in that moment is the one who runs her through those emotions as quickly and as intensely as she can take. That's what the bot is teaching my students to do. It's what I used to teach. If you have $50,000 and you want to throw it at me in cash, I'll teach you. Otherwise, this is the only way to learn from me. That's my definition of value. I think it's something that you can observe. Whether you can observe things from evolutionary psychology or not, it's not verifiable. It may be true. I'm not saying it's not true, but it's not verifiable. You can't see genes switching on or switching off.
But what you can do is backwards rationalize your successes and know that there was an attraction moment, whether it happened late in the game or early in the game. The result is you got the girl, son.
Erik, how much of that is coming from your personal charisma, your personal power, your personal charm? The fact that you, Erik Von Markovik, hold on, please. And the fact that you are a leader of men. You are indeed factually a leader of men. When you tell that story, it's congruent with who you are. That's number one. And actually, when you tell that story, maybe you're not demonstrating higher value. Maybe you're just creating fascination and attention through being a good storyteller. Maybe you're not tripping, if I could, maybe you're not tripping attraction triggers.
I'm going to have to write
Maybe
this
what's
down.
observably true is you're just getting hypnotic focus by being a fantastic storyteller and having a lot of personal power.
There's a lot more to it, Ross. You know, you have preconceived notions of what I'm teaching, and there's something to learn. It's not just putting a fire under their ass for a weekend, hoping that they'll get some success and then they go home and, you know, cry.
I'm not talking about
That's how you framed it for, you know.
no,
That's how
no,
you did frame it.
no, no.
And
The
when
frame
you do
was
something
the
specific to
frame
teach-
was the frame was maybe what you're actually doing. Maybe what you're actually doing when you tell these stories that demonstrate higher value, you're demonstrating you're a great storyteller, number one, and you're creating states of focus that are hypnotic and that cause arousal in the body, flows of feeling in the body.
Not concerned with arousal. I'm not concerned with
It
arousal.
doesn't mean you're
Arousal
not
belongs
seeing
in
it, you're telling
seduction.
stories.
We're not trying to arouse a woman in the club and then keep her buying temperature raised all the way to the bedroom as quickly as we can possibly go. If I
You can
slow
arouse
it
it
down,
and anchor
you'll
it.
speed it
Because
up.
you don't know how to anchor.
By the way, that's what Baxter does. He learned from you, I'm sure. Anchoring, he does anchor, pointing to me, pointing away. He does anchoring. That's one of the things that Baxter is, you know,
Dexter's very versatile.
yeah, he does anchoring.
Bring him on camera, can you?
He's not here. He's at the rooftop patio party right now. That's where I'm
Yeah.
off to next. And the sun's coming out, so it's going to work out for us.